record? Yes, it's on record. And one more thing, in-house observation, please, if your background is not great, do not put your camera on. We're here to listen and be motivated. We're not here to look at things that we don't need to see. There's so many things, people passing behind you, you don't know that they are there, and then you end up showing off everything to the public. So please make sure that your background is great before you put your camera on. I think everybody is muted, so it's very unlikely that you'll be able to unmute yourself. When we finish, I will actually unmute you so you can say your goodbyes and your thank yous. But for now, you're going to be staying muted except my speakers. I am looking forward for this. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for inviting your team. Thank you so much for your time, basically. And Nelly, my first speaker. Anyway, my name is Matilda. I don't know if some of you may know me, some of you may not. My name is Matilda. Started this business about 3 years now. Guys, 3 years. I started in January 2018. So we are in February. So thinking about it, it's just 3 years since I started doing this business. And it has been an amazing journey. There's one thing I want to tell you. I really wanted my first speaker to speak first, but it seems like I haven't seen her yet. If you raise your hand for me, Nelly, if you're here, my boss lady Uche, then I can make you co-host. So when I started the business, actually it was just a few people, a few Ghanaian people doing this business, and there's some, oh, you're here. Thank you so much, my boss lady. Yes, let me find you. Okay, so let me search. Okay. Co-host. Thank you. Your co-host now. Thank you so much for coming on. And so when there was only a few Ghanaian people around doing this business, and it felt lonely. You come into this business and you're thinking, oh my God, there's nobody like me here. You know what? Somebody actually went into this business. If you can really look back, you can see where the business came from. So somebody else went in and she was like, okay, even though I can't see anybody who looks like me, anybody like, are you on Facebook? No. We are not on Facebook. This is in-house training. If you have somebody that you can invite, yes, you can invite them, but this is in-house training. You can't air it on Facebook. So we are not on Facebook. Sorry, I should have told you earlier. This is not a Facebook Live. You can't go live on this. It is in-house training. Thank you so much. Okay, so I decided to, join this business and see if I can help myself. My upline, thank you so much, Nona. She was really patient with me when I started. I gave her a hard time, but she was patient with me. Today, one thing that you want to take home with me is patience. The people that you've been speaking to, be patient with them. You never know. They are going to come into this business, help themselves the way this business has really helped me. And I don't sleep. I pray for Nona every day. Thank you so much for bringing me into this. So I won't say a lot about myself today. I think I'll be here the whole week, so I'll be telling you bits and pieces as we get along. I don't want to take so much of your time. So Nelly, my boss lady, when you say Nelly, I don't think
Uche.
Somebody will be asking, who is Nelly? Nobody knows her by that name. Her name is Uche Bionic on Facebook. That's all that we all know her. This woman I've been looking up to. I watch her videos. I watch the things that she does on her page. She's unique in, no, we are not going live, please. This is just in-house. I watch her videos. I go on her page, sometimes steal things. This is healthy stealing. Take things that I think, take ideas from her. And from afar, I have admired her until I saw her on I think this
Combination?
one was in Brighton. Was
Okay.
it Brighton or
Okay.
Edinburgh?
No, it was Edinburgh.
It was Edinburgh. Thank you. It was Edinburgh. Where are you? Let me just spotlight you with me. Edinburgh. I saw Uche, and this lady was standing there. I think I saw her with my upline Nona. And we were talking because I knew when I came in the business, she was very strong doing the things that she has to do. And then all of a sudden, I didn't see her. I didn't see as much of her anymore. And when we went to the Edinburgh, my upline she was forward and she was, Uche, what's happening? And she said, I don't want to take it off your mouth. I want you to, because I really want to hear that side of it. That day, you don't know what you did to me. But when you said what you said, it really touched my heart. And when we came back, I don't know whatever fire this lady catched on that day. She just started blooming. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened to Uche? Anyway, she's been in the business for how long? Do I say it? Since 2016. Anyway, this is Uche. I'm going to give her the platform to share her story and all that you need today. What I need today, I think that you need as well, is motivation. Something that will tell me, go and do your work. Something that will kick me in the ass so I can start working again. So Nelly, please tell us.
Tilda Uche. It really sounds strange when I hear Nelly from you. But
No, I saw it somewhere and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this and see if somebody can recognize Nelly.
hello, everybody. Matilda, thank you for bringing me on here. Oh my God, where do I even start from? Everyone needs a bit of motivation, but sometimes, again, after the motivation, what happens? I just keep wondering. Sometimes I wonder what people do after they've been motivated. What do you actually do after that motivation? That's what's really important. I'll tell you a bit of my story. I always say it. I think there's no day I don't talk about my story because if you know what this business has done, if you know what it's done for me and my family, then I have every reason every day to talk about it. You never can tell. People are going through, people are looking for support in every little way they can. So my story, I started in 2016. 3 years prior to then, I was just a fresh person in the UK. In terms of relocation, I used to visit often back in the day, and then eventually we decided to relocate in 2016. No, sorry, 2013. And yeah, so I was just living my normal life. You know, sometimes, of course, most of the time you don't predict the future. You don't know what the future has in store. So I was just living off my savings for a year and a half. It took me a year and a half to actually like be able to get documented to start working. So starting off my first job in the UK, minimum wage. Please, I want us to be interactive. Who here is on a minimum wage job?
Yes,
Who is
please
on a
chat it
minimum
on.
wage job? Who? Because if you compare our business, I want to, if I see one or two people, if I don't see, does it mean that everybody here is on
Full-time income
full
money.
pay, like major pay? Olutoyin, thank you. I just wanted a witness. Listen, minimum wage salaries. You know, when we compare our business with people being in their jobs, we're not even thinking about minimum wage. People being in their jobs, they feel comfortable. They feel like, oh, okay, I have that job security. Every single month, I'm going to get paid, isn't it? But I mean, with the COVID that has happened, a lot of people have lost their jobs.
Yes.
A lot of people have been underpaid. I've got some friends who have been told that, oh, listen, you can't come back into work, or you're a high risk staff member or something like that, and they've been working. In fact, they've been quiet at home, and they're not even getting up to 80%. They're getting like 50% of their job. I'm talking nurses, you know. So even if, let's just keep comparing. So minimum wage job and this business. Listen, the time you put into that minimum wage, if you just bring out 10%, we are actually consistently going to work every single day. They tell you come in by 7:30, you're there before 7:30 because you don't want to get fired, because you haven't got another stream of income, because you haven't got hope. This business actually provided hope for me. I was thinking of a second stream of income. I mean, a lot of us here, most of us were not born here. Some of you were born here. I mean, if you were born here, it's all good for you, you know, at least you have those benefits and everything. But for everybody, if you came in from the Caribbean, if you came in from Africa, most of us, we had to start life from the fresh, from the scratch, which was what happened to me. So whether or not you have a master, PhD and all of that back from Africa, if you come in here, you have to start from the scratch, like a beginner. Nobody knows your certificates. Nobody knows if you're a bank manager or anything like that. So that was what happened to me. Life happened. I was broke and I started that minimum wage job. And I knew that was not where I belonged, right? But I was looking for a way. I was fighting. I was looking for a way. But I couldn't find myself doing two jobs. You know, if you've got family, if you've got children, you find out it's hard to really keep up with working back to back, working in the morning, come back, change again, work in the evening. What time have you even got for yourself? So finding this business opportunity, I think what happened at that point in time was I actually wanted the products. I didn't think there was a business aspect to it. And my upline mentioned to me that I could actually get paid. And honestly, she didn't know that was music to my ears. And she, till tomorrow, I keep asking Ego, why did you think I wouldn't do this business? You know, but she said, oh, you always look too posh on Facebook, looking like, she didn't know I was broke, guys. You know, the time you're broke, that's when you want to bring out all your big labels and
Yes.
wear and show off.
You don't
Who's
want
ever
anybody
been
to
broke?
know what's going on.
Who's ever been broke? If you've ever been broke, that is a time you don't want anybody to know that anything. You want to put up appearances. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah,
And that was me just living my life and using up the, like, you know, when you talk about big labels, the ones you had in the past, you wear them and show off, you know. So that was me back then. And I said to myself, well, she didn't tell me then, but she thought I wouldn't do the business. But she sent me the link anyway, and I signed up to do the business. When I earned my first pay, it was 37 pounds. So for anybody who's sitting down there thinking that, oh, broke little, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. When you come to that point where you get broke and you sell like your properties and, you know, back home and things like that, that means you're really, really broke. And also, Matilda, 55 pounds. And also, if you're actually living on your salary and you haven't got any savings, it dawned on me when somebody said to me, if you haven't got 1 month savings, so let's say you earn 2,000 every single month, and at the end of the year, you haven't got 2,000 as a savings in your account, that means you're broke. That means you're feeding from hand to mouth, and that that's not life. That's not living life, guys. So I came to that point where I knew that the things I sold, I needed to buy them back. The things I had before, the life I enjoyed, you know, making all those trips with my son and things, I wanted that life back. And that 37 pounds honestly gave me hope. This business provides hope. Who can agree with me?
I
It
do.
actually provides hope. If this business has not given you hope, then this is not for you. Please, if you've gotten any sign at all that this is hope, this business gave me hope. 37 pounds into my account. I was like, oh my goodness, for doing what? Posting on Facebook. I'm getting emotional now.
I know.
Woo! Don't get me started, you know? Oh, Jesus, help me. Honestly, when I talk about this business, I don't just talk about it because I'm in it. I talk about it from another angle where people, you know, I don't like being around lazy people. It puts me off because I feel like the world is your oyster. You've got so much, there is so much out there for you to pursue and take over. The people that have done this, have they got big heads? Have they got two heads? Sorry. No, they haven't. So what's stopping you? It's all about you going all the way. If you want something, you go all the way. You get into a relationship, you want it to work, you go all the way to make it work, isn't it?
Yes.
You get into a job, you come early because you don't want to be fired. Why are we not paying attention to this business that's shown us hope? They say when you see rainbow in the clouds, it means hope, right? Now, when you have earned something from this business, it might be 10 pounds, it might be 20 pounds, but it gives you hope. That means there is much more. And I'm thinking this company has kept so much. When you think about the bonus plan, this company has kept it for all of us. 14 pounds. See, Mabel, this business has
Okay.
they provided 119,000 pounds in total for every single person. When I
Yes.
realized that, listen, back in the day it was 78,000 pounds. Oh, well, this is actually for each individual. As much as you can fight for it, go for it, right?
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. So when I saw that 37 pounds, I worked really hard. I started making my extra 200 pounds, extra 500 pounds. And honestly, I was able to leave my job after a year being in the business. You know, I don't want to take much of everybody's time. I know we've got different speakers here on here to this afternoon. But I was able to fire my boss. I was able to leave that job, not because I was earning like 2,000, 3,000, but I still saw hope that I could earn more if I put in the effort I was actually putting into that job. So working 40 hours every single week, I found myself working from home, having that chance to now put in that much hour, because a lot of us have been through this pandemic, working from home, but how much are you even putting in? Because when the pandemic was not there, you were working 40 hours a week, for example, or you were working 20 or 30 hours a week.
Yeah.
So we're all making excuses. Oh, I've worked so hard today. I've come back late. I'm tired and all that. But you've got time at your disposal. What are you doing with the time that you have? That's my question. So this is the chance for you to actually blossom. You're talking about when you saw me last in Edinburgh. I mean, it was the first time and it was the last time for now that we met each other.
Yes.
When Matilda came into the business, you were one of the people that inspired me. This is why we're here, guys. We tell the truth, right? Because if I'm not telling the truth, then I'm not inspiring you. I slowed down in business because I was focusing on another thing. Not that I left the business anyway, but I was focusing on another thing. And you guys know that anything you put your focus to, that's what grows, right?
Yeah.
So what I put my attention to was actually growing and my business was suffering, you know. So I hadn't found the work balance and I wasn't like putting my 110%. But when I saw people like Matilda come in, I didn't quite know who Matilda was. It was when I started seeing Matilda, SSC, QNMD. And you know, when you get to that point, people are like, QNMD, QNMD. Like, who is this lady, you know? And then I had to now reposition. But another thing that blew my mind was that, you know, guys, the final thing I want to say, because I don't want to take time, is that who are you with? Who is your bestie? You know, we talk about, especially women, oh, bestie. Who is your business buddy? Because you can actually have people that can talk you out of this business. When I started business, I had people that would say, oh my God, selling 10 orders, which where we gonna, how we supposed to sell 10 orders in a month? So that was the mentality. Uche, I don't think this is for, I don't think PMDs is even far-fetched. I don't think we're going there. You know, I think just getting this extra 200 to 300 is okay. Let's just manage it. So who are you budding with? Who is your buddy? Who is your business buddy? You must have a mentor. You must have someone, even if you're not speaking to that person, but seeing that person should fire you up every single day. That's why we say, who are the people you're following every day? We say, click on their follow button, see first what they're doing. You should get up in the morning and you see that Matilda has done 3 live videos and wondering, what am I doing? You see that Matilda keeps bringing in people into the business. What is she doing that I'm not doing? You can just message her and ask her for tips. So everything about me changed when I changed the kind of people I speak to in the business. Go for the people who are doing well. Go for the people who are doing well and do what they've asked you to do. They can't tell you to do something and you don't do it. You feel it's too much. How much time do you spend creating content? Because there's no buying and selling with our business, but it's all about presenting, making the content. The products are still the same, marketing plan the same. But why are some people thriving more than the other people? That's the question. So I just like to encourage you. There's no problem if you're going through. I know this is 2021. If you're going through in this business, there's no problem recruitment cannot solve. That's my take. And if you're not recruiting, you're not able to grow. There is no problem. Be your PB, POB, recruitment will solve it. Your commission is going down, your recruitment will solve it. Pay line is going down, recruitment will solve it. The more people think about it, the more people you recruit, even if they come in to buy their own products and they are watching, because it's easier for people to just come in, but they're watching and they start seeing other people, getting promotions and things like that. They get encouraged. So imagine if they come in and buy their gold plan. Can you guys do this maths? They buy gold plan, it's 117 pounds. Imagine if you recruit 10 people in a month. That's how much? Can somebody give me the figures, please? That's how much? 117 pounds for a gold plan that will run for another 4 months. Anybody can give me the maths, please? 117 pounds times 10 people that you've recruited. Are people here? Or am I just talking to myself?
No, you're not.
I like
people like me will have to find this before they can do anything when it comes to maths.
Right. So 100 and so it's a simple maths actually. 1,170.
Yeah.
So 1,170 comes into your pay line, and you're thinking about QSSC, for example. Now you get that 1,700, and you have 5 downlines who have also done the same. That's how much? That's nearly 3 grand into your pay line. Guys, you wonder how people are thriving. These are all the strategies. You have to think, understand this business, understand the structure of every position you're going for. Understand it ahead of time and think to yourself, what do I need to be where I'm going? And these figures I'm talking about will roll over for another 4 months. So your pay line is going to be healthy. And of course, every single month, you're also adding something to it. But yeah, I just wanted to say that there's no problem recruitment cannot solve. Matilda, I know I'm here and I'm not supposed to spend more than maybe 10 minutes. I probably would have done.
Wow, because we are listening and we are happy. I don't know who is not happy listening to what you're saying, because I mean, the reason why we're here today is for us to be able to encourage. And guys, I hope that you brought your pen and your paper, because me, I've started writing. Yeah, I told you that I need the inspiration as much as you do. So find your pen and a paper, any tip that you find, write it in there. Nelly, if you have more points, please bring them out. We need it too.
We want to come to that point where we also want to be inspired by the people that we brought into the business. We are all human. So Matilda wants to go into some of our downlines pages, and she sees that, oh my God, you know, that because you need to take out time, you need to ask yourself every single day, where do I get my customers from? Where do I get these partners from? And what kind of stories should I be sharing with them? Because if you're doing the same thing every day and it's not working, then you need to change strategy.
Yes.
There are other methods now that you can actually, like, people go into inboxes. I know you go into inboxes to talk to people, but again, content is key. Content is king any day. I'm all for content. And
I mean, you know what? That's one thing I'm always following. I'm thinking, how does she do this? She's out there in the snow. You know, I can't do what you do, but I'm following and I'm thinking.
Matilda, is when this business becomes a second nature, you need to get to that point where if you've not done anything, like some people stay home a month, you haven't even taken a product selfie. I'm thinking, why do you keep, you're the image of your business. They've given you a franchise.
Yeah.
Post things, make people want to go to your post every single day. Right? And people should be lured by the way you live out your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I can't keep telling them, oh, there's 119,000 in bonuses. Or did you know that Matilda has taken this much? Or did you know that Nana has taken, no, Nana has taken this much. No, they want to hear your own story. But you've got to create that story. You have to build that story. And every single day you ask yourself, where do I get these customers from? How do I attract my target audience? Because the kind of things you also create, the kind of positive things that go out there will actually lure people to you. So you want to be in that position where people are eager to see what you're doing. People get hungry to want to know more, right? They want to ask you questions. Uche, tell me more about this business. I've been following your journey.
Yeah.
For the past 6 months, for the past 2 months. Did you know that if you come into this business, if you've not built your story, you haven't started, I'm sorry, I'm going to end there, but if you haven't created your story, your own journey, your own personal story, in summary, how are you even discussing with people? You can't be sharing other people's story. You can't add it to your story. But if you joined this business a month ago, please, if you haven't created your story, go work it out with your upline. I know it's not easy to create story in summary, but please build your story. Your story might be that, oh, my name is Dorcas. I live in Canada. I'm a teacher by profession, but I also I'm a franchise partner with this company. I joined 1 month ago. So far, what I've seen in this business, I've received training. The website is user friendly. Things like that. Start building that story. The website is user friendly, and guess what? I've been able to make 2 sales so far. I never thought I'd be able to even talk to anybody at all. These are ways you start to create your story. It doesn't have to be all like massive stories. Do you know that guys believe those stories even more than you tell them about how many houses you've bought from this business? Because it's unbelievable. People need to be in our business to actually understand that they can actually earn that much, that people are earning over 40 grand every single month, right? It's unbelievable. So tell your story the way it is, because as you tell your story, as you start building the story, all you need to do that every single month or every quarter, you can add up, you can build onto that story than not having any story at all, than sharing another person's story. Build it. 1 month in the business, I built a story for someone who just came less than a week in the business. She had made 1 sale, and I said, Making one sale is part of your story because you never thought you could, right? So we all need to share our story. And if you've not gotten to that point where you're able to share your story openly with people, then your journey hasn't started. You're still behind. You're hiding behind the products. You're hiding behind, because I've seen people now, I tell them, can you share your journey? Just in an in-house meeting like this, they're sharing and they're crying. And I'm like, you're sharing and you're crying. This is your story. This is what people need to hear.
Yeah.
That will make them get these products, that will make them join this business. So if you've not gotten to that point where you're broken to the point you're able to come out and share what this business has done for you, be it the products, be it the business opportunity, that this business is actually providing £200 for you every single month. Listen, people are broke. Do you guys not understand? People are broke.
Yes.
Because
true.
we're in this business, we're earning something and we're feeling everyone is not like us. People are broke. Go share this opportunity with them. Tell them they can earn something on the side. If you've not gotten to the point where you're sharing things with people, your story, your health journey, your business journey, you're not ready to break even in the business. And there's nothing for you to lose. The website is there for you. The compensation plan is the same for every single person. The bonus system is the same for every single person. Why are you not making sales? Why are you not getting the promotions? Why are you not recruiting? Because you're hiding. Come to the point where you have to sit down and speak to yourself. I'm ready to thrive. I'm ready to go all the way. I'm ready to listen to my upline. Uplines are important. I can't emphasize enough about uplines. I'm getting emotional again.
I know.
Uplines are really important. Some of you come into the business and you start beefing on your upline. Your upline hasn't done. I can speak for a lot of people, but let me speak for myself as well. You need that relationship with your upline. Your upline will always want the best for you. You see, Matilda, every time you never stop hearing Nona from her mouth is gratitude. Is gratitude. You're showing, someone has shown you something. Even if you feel that you've grown past your upline, or you're earning the same thing as your upline, or you're matching up with your upline, it doesn't matter, guys.
No.
It doesn't matter. Be respectful.
Yes.
But love on your upline. Appreciate your upline. Your upline will always have your back, because as you make those sales, as you grow, your upline grows. You guys grow together. When you keep running outside, those people outside, they cannot tell you everything they're doing.
No.
They cannot tell you. If for example, Sheila was in my business, for example, she's going for a promotion, and Sheila runs to Matilda for help. Matilda would just say, go look for those, go do this, go do that. But if Sheila came to me as an upline and I know, oh my God, Sheila, we can't miss this promotion. You know what? I've got this order coming through. Let's push it there. You know what? You need an SP. And I think if I give you this, things like that, you can brainstorm with your upline. Never, ever look down on your upline. Your upline will always help you. I think I needed to drop this for someone, because a lot of us miss it. We'll come in, we'll start rubbing shoulders, we'll start feeling like, oh, no, your upline is also busy trying to build her business as well. So if your upline hasn't got the time for you every single day, please look for mentors, follow and do what other people are doing. Yeah. All right, I've got to stop. Thank you so much for bringing me in here.
Oh my God, what should I say? Thank you so much. You know what? I'm beginning to get used to the Nelly.
No, Uche, if you want.
Uche. Thank you so much, Uche. You know what? There's so many things that you have said, but there are a few ones that I have actually put in down. You said something and it's really, really struck me. And she said, everything in this business is about recruiting. And some of us, we just go out and we think, oh, we're going to sell. And, if I don't get 2 sales, then I am done. You know what? If you turn those sales into recruiting, that person may want to go to, SP. And as they go to SP, they need 3 or 4 sales. Okay. And the good thing about this business is that person can use their whole points. You can still use the same points. Your upline can use the same. The company is generous. So you need to be generous as well to tell somebody to go do something, get what they need and what they want, and then you also earn out of it. So you can't be selfish in this business. And one thing that really, really I love is the upline thing. Okay. If you're here, for me, I think everybody knows that. I think I get eyebrows raised for that. My upline, she's my second, you know what? I don't want to say the word. Why? Because without her, if she did not be on my case, I will not be here. I will not. So I don't take that for granted, and don't take yours for granted. That's one thing that I've noticed in this business. Just like a mother, if you raise against your mother, what happens? I'm sure you know that. Thank you so much, Nelly. I know the emotions are coming.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. I think
Welcome.
we really needed that for the first speaker. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for everything. And you know what? If you're here and you're listening to this, this is just the beginning. All week we're going to be going through this. Thank you so much, Uche. God really richly bless you. I think I really needed that myself. Anyway, I've got my second speaker, Sheila. Thank you so much, Nelly. I really appreciate that. Okay, Sheila, I'm going to bring Sheila on, and I will take, okay, Nelly is off. Okay, so I have Pastor Sheila here. You see, you come into this business and you recruit somebody, and sometimes we think, oh, I am at the top, I brought Sheila in, and sometimes you don't even know people's background. You see, I saw Sheila in the business. She's my sideline. She's my upline's downline. Well, my uplines, well, whatever it is. So she's in our team, as in Nona's team. And I saw Pastor Sheila, and I see this woman coming in and rising. I never listened to her until one day I got into her Zoom, and she's talking, and she has this passion. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know this. And I had meetings, and her husband was coming into my meetings, and Pastor Julius will come, and the way he would talk, he's soft, speaking man. And I never knew his standard. I never knew the kind of person that he is, until I got to know that it's his wife. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Pastor Sheila, please tell us. She's been in the business for 18 months?
Yeah, just about that.
Yeah, tell us your story, and please inspire us. We really need.
Wow. Boss Lady Matilda, I'm just so excited, and I couldn't just believe it, the other day when you said, can we come and do this? I was just like, wow, this is amazing. You inspire me so much, and I'm just grateful for this platform, and I'm just so glad that we are not live on Facebook, because I can pour my heart. Please. I'm so glad that it is in-house. And if anybody is secretly gone on Facebook, please come off. Because I'm gonna be speaking quite, frankly and openly, about how amazing this business has actually changed my life. And I just want to say thank you to Nona, who is my upliner. My grandmother, Nona is my grandmother, because she brought in Petronella, who brought me, and that's how I've become sisters with Matilda as well. I'm just grateful for these people, because you know what? Everything that we have belongs to somebody else, and everything that is in somebody else's hands belongs to you as well. It's up to you to tap from it. It is up to you to identify an opportunity and to grasp it and to run with it. And when Uche was telling her story, I've been shedding tears as well, because it has just made me reflect once more about my own story. I'm a mother of 5, by the way. I'm a registered nurse, a midwife. I've been a nurse tutor before from back home. I'm a gospel of the gospel. I'm an intercessor. I'm an exhorter. I'm a life coach. I do a lot of all these things. And I've been married for 32 years, and I'm a marriage counselor. And I came in this country about nearly like 19 years ago. I was a very senior nurse back home, having done all these things that I've mentioned. And as you heard earlier on, even from Uche, that when we all come into this country or in the diaspora, we have to start from the scratch. And many of you can identify with me that no matter how hard you work, it's very, very difficult to progress.
Yes.
In this country. As long as you are coming from outside, it's very, very difficult to progress. Talk about the remuneration, the money that we are paid. We work so hard. I'm sure most nurses, even those who are not nurses, because most of us who are coming from abroad, we are really working in those places where it's so busy. We work so hard, but tell me about your earnings. It's hand to mouth, unless you go maybe full-fledged in agency work. Even with agency work, you suffer so much. You have sometimes to drive long distances to go to work. sometimes stay away from your family for some time. It's not easy.
No.
So I've been working as a heart nurse in my department since 2004. I have actually done all the training that I'm supposed to do. I'm a respected member of the team. And in my department, I love this amazing business because everybody has got equal opportunity to go to up there. You know, I'm less than 2 years in the business and I'm already QNMD. I know there are people who are doing it in less time, you know, but I became QNMD just after like 12 months in the business, and I became to QNMD, you know, and I've seen progression in this amazing business. But I would just want to provoke somebody out there, maybe who is thinking this business cannot work for them. You know, I did all the training that I needed to do. I've been a respected member of the team. And in my department, we work 8 to 6 p.m. We don't do night shift. We don't do weekends. So we only need like 2 managers in the department to manage the department. The rest of you'll be called senior nurses, and that's it. So you can imagine that scenario. You are working in the same place. You've got all the skills. You're doing everything that a senior person is supposed to be doing. And yet your remuneration is as though you are a junior person. And you are coming from a place where you were a manager, where you were a leader, where you were a trainer of professional people, and you have to humble yourself. And there's nothing with humbling yourself, because when you humble yourself, that is how you learn, that is how you get lifted up. But you deserve to be remunerated in the right way. You know, and this business opportunity, when it came my way, you know, it actually gave me back my hope, because I've been in this amazing department. I love my job. It's a highly specialized area, you know, but as I've told you the story, most of you would actually identify. Those of you who are actually working your, you know, day in, day out, away from your families, away from your husbands, your marriages could even be shaking because you want to make ends meet. You want to support your family back home. You want to support your children. And yet your children are not even having your motherly love. They're not even having your counsel. You're not there to bring them up the way that you want to bring them up. And it's hand to mouth. You know, I've been working like 18 years, nearly 18 years in there. And I can be lying if I say that I've done something that I can say it's really, really huge. Because no matter how hard you try to save, you cannot save enough. From this 9 to 5 work, you cannot save enough. And this amazing business has just given me back my hope. So I came to know about this business about nearly 2 years ago, but I started with the products. And that is another story, because I had some health issues that I was undergoing with. This business came in and gave me back my health, and also gave me back my financial freedom. I'm telling you, I used to be broke. You know, I used to be broke because I ended up being frustrated, you know, becoming ill, and I cut my hours. I started working 19 hours a week because I was that exhausted. I was anemic. You know, when you're putting in so much effort, you would identify with me. You would go back to work, maybe you're not even eating anything really. Maybe you just carry a small piece of chicken, some rice, and 1 apple the whole day. And before you know it, you are malnourished, you are anemic, and you don't know it, you are just busy serving other people. And I'm so hats off to all the nurses out there. We do a fantastic job. But what I'm saying is, if God opens a door, all these years we've been shedding tears. Sometimes you're trying to go to work and you are crying. God, how long am I going to continue this? You're going on a night shift, you're like, God, how long am I going to leave my children like this? How long am I going to leave my husband alone in this empty bed? How long am I going to be giving excuses to my family back home that I cannot help them? And yet they are so proud that our sister is abroad. They are so proud that now that she's there, probably she can give us the hope that we have. How long? And then this opportunity comes your way, and you are dilly-dallying. For me, it has been a life changer. My first earning, like the boss ladies were saying, was only 48 pounds, but I saw potential. And that 48 pounds was able to cushion the 1,000 pounds that I was getting from my part-time nurse's job. When you work full-time as a nurse, on just like maybe a top band 5, going to band 6, you only get maybe 2,000 pounds a month for full-time. So when you cut your hours to, you know, I'm going to be real. When you cut your hours to half, you are only getting 1,000 pounds. Now tell me, how much do you pay for your mortgage? How much do you pay for your gas, electricity, and everything else? Your husband also, even if they are highly qualified back home, they were bosses, having secretaries, gates being opened for them as they come into work. When they come here, they have to start from the scratch also. So both of you Maybe you're coming in with this meager income. Let's be real. You are coming in with this meager income as a couple. What do you do? What do you do? So you can imagine I was constantly broke. I ended up starting to use my credit card sometimes, but I was clever about it. I would do sort of like pay it off the moment I get that £1,000 so that I don't incur interest. Then I continue using the credit card until the end of the month. Just
Robbing
like
Peter
that.
to pay Paul.
I'm telling you, I tried to do some agency. Those who know me can agree. I tried to do a bit of agency. It was so exhausting. I started gaining weight. I even became diabetic type 2. Thank God to our products, my diabetes has been reversed. My weight is down. I went to size 18 from being a 12 to 14. By the way, I'm 53 years old, for those of you who may not know. But I
that's
started
why one thing
like
when you sent me the information, I'm like, oh my God, we should go and find something to rub on our faces.
My firstborn son is nearly 31 years old. My youngest daughter is 21 years old. But look how amazing I look, because these products and the business has given me the peace of mind.
A smile on your face.
I'm telling you, last year I had to go on what we call career break. Because my youngest daughter was diagnosed with lupus a couple of years ago, and she went to uni and she was very, very ill. And when the COVID came in, let's be real, our products, they're amazing, but we always say they are not a cure. So my diabetes was reversed, but I'm still diabetic inside, somehow in my genes. And I'm trying to sort of like come out of that. And thank God I'm no longer diabetic per se, because my blood sugars are normal. My weight is down. My blood pressure is down. I had blood pressure. Cholesterol was high. All that is down. I had, a low platelet count from the bleeding I had from fibroids years ago. All that is reversed. So I've seen amazing, amazing results in this business. So last year, I decided to go on a career break for 12 months to be there for my daughter. And this business paved the way. I wouldn't have had the confidence and the courage to say, let me go on a career break if I didn't have this backup. But this has given me a new leash of life. I can be there for my daughter, and my daughter is feeling amazing because I've been there giving her psychological care and just the support that I'm there, cooking, making sure she's eating, making sure she's taking our Juice Plus products. She was so poorly at one time, she had to go into ICU. The other year, came out on crutches. You can imagine your 18, 19-year-old beautiful daughter walking on crutches. But these products came in and gave her back her life. Thank God, I'm not giving glory to the products, but God has already given us everything we need for this life. Everything we need for this life, God has given us. We just need to tap into them. So my daughter came out on crutches, but thank God to pray and these amazing products. Today, she's walking on her feet. Today, she's healthy. Today, she's on our products. And I've been able to take 12 months career break. And I'm praying to God that I don't go back. Because what I am earning in this business is more than what I used to earn as a full-time, specialized cardiac nurse. It's more than what I was earning before. I'm telling you the truth. This business can change your life. But I've had to be patient to learn the business. Yeah. I've had to be consistent. I've had actually to humble myself. I'm somebody who is a people person, always on Facebook, sharing the gospel. That became a hindrance to me when I started this business. Like, what will people think to say now Pastor Sheila is backslidden? She's now talking about your business. She's not talking about the gospel. Until I needed to have counsel, godly counsel, to say, you know what? God desires that you prosper. God desires that you be in good health. How are you going to impact other people if you're not going to be on social media? Because now you can kill two birds with one stone. Yeah. You can actually preach the gospel, and as you do this business in 27 countries, as those people are following you, they'll also be hearing the gospel. So when you come to my page, I'm not just Juice Plus, I also exhort. But people, I attract people on my page, and as they come, they also hear the good news of good health and financial freedom. Mm-hmm. And people's lives, I've been able to change people's lives in different countries. And that has given me so much gratification. And on top of that, I'm earning what I deserve. Every laborer deserves their wages. There's nothing wrong for us even as Christians to have money, because sometimes we feel guilty for having money. You don't have to feel guilty for having money. Be a kingdom financier. Be a blessing to your family. Be a blessing to your husband. Get this opportunity. Be consistent. Humble yourself. I was thinking my sisters back home would be like, our sister went abroad. Now she's talking of selling fruits and vegetables. I don't care anymore. Even if my sisters don't like my posts, I still post. Even if my sisters don't like my videos, I still go live. And I know very, very soon, very soon, they'll see why.
Mhm.
They'll see why I have humbled myself to bring myself low, which I don't think is even low. There's nothing ignoble about promoting global health. There's nothing ignoble.
No.
You are a pastor or you are a doctor or whatever you are, I'm telling you to say there's nothing ignoble about promoting global health. Actually, it's the noblest thing that you can do. It's the noblest thing that you can do. But you have to come to a place where you love people. You have to be somebody who wants to help other people for you to do this business.
Yeah.
And when you come in with a pure heart of wanting to help, God is going to open doors for you that you never thought would be opened. I never knew that one day I would be on a platform with amazing women and men from all over the world in this platform. The way that I've connected with people, it's just been amazing. I've been able to know people that I would normally not have known. I'm now able to impact people's lives that I would normally not impact because I had to grasp the opportunity. I became tired of being tired. I became tired of being tired. I became tired of being broke. I became tired of being unwell. And this company brought both the things that I needed, the health that I needed for myself and also for my family. Like I've testified little, because this is, I mean, there's no time. If I tell you my daughter's testimony, you would cry. But she's well now. But what I had to go through, you would cry. And it's all because of the things that we go through. They also impact our children. And stress can bring illness. And some of these autoimmune diseases we are seeing and all these things we are seeing, which we never used to see back home in Africa, it's because of the stresses that we've had to go through, in this country. But we thank God, for bringing us to the nations. God has got a bigger picture for us. He will make us to be 10 times better than even the natives of the land. If only we can grasp this opportunity. When I heard that some of our boss ladies here, them, they are millionaires. I was like, wow. Common people like ourselves in this generation, God has opened doors for you and me to become a millionaire. How can I even be looking back? How can I even be looking back? I'm telling you the truth. I had to go on career break for a year so that I can focus on this business, also focus on my daughter, focus on my husband, focus on my children. Life is too short for you to just be working every day without focus. A 9-to-5 job is not going to open doors for you to invest. Out of 50 pounds, I'm telling you what I'm getting now. I'm like, God, I have to pinch myself. I have to pinch myself. On the 10th of the month, I never used to get any money in my account on the 10th of the month. By the 10th, I would be broke. Because on the first day, my mortgage will come out, this will come out, and there's no money. But today, on the 10th of every month, money comes into my account. My husband has been able to come in, like Sister Matilda was testifying, he's working with me. He's also working with me, and we are building a family business. One of my boys has also signed up. Is also working with us in this business. You can change your whole family through this business. But what I can say is that be patient. Be patient. Yeah. When I came in, within, I think the first month of coming in, I got my first promotion and then my second promotion. But I had to sort of like start building from senior partner to sales coordinator. I think it took me a few months for me to get there. I did not give up. Why? Because I saw the victory at the end of the cross. I saw the victory at the end of the cross like Christ. I saw the victory because of the amazing compensation plan that we have. When I look at it, I'm like, I cannot give up. Where I am, this is a stepping stone. I cannot give up. Every time I look at our compensation plan, I see the victory at the end of the cross. And I'll never, never, never give up on this business. I'm telling you the truth. I'll never give up on this business. It's amazing. It fits in my lifestyle. I don't have to stock anything. I don't have to get money from people because I'm really gentle natured. If it means following up people with money, they won't pay. because I'm an encourager, and the way I speak to people all the time is like I'm making them, sort of like encouraging them. They won't. But I love this business because the company does everything for me. All I need to do is what I love anyway, helping people, speaking to people. You know what? This can change your life. You know what? I've saved people's lives. Some people could have been dead. Had I not shared the products with them. You don't realize how important you are. God will hold you accountable. I'm telling you the truth. For withholding, for not being bold enough, you pay the 50 pounds and then you just sit. Because you are dignified. You are too dignified to go on Facebook. You are too dignified to message somebody. I'm telling you the truth. God will hold you accountable. There are people alive today, including myself. I'm alive today because I took opportunity of these products. I'm telling you the truth. I did, I've done what God wanted me to do, and I'm seeing the blessings coming in.
That people are giving you, my God.
Yes, what I can leave with you, before I continue, because I'm a preacher, I can go on and on. What I can actually say before I actually go is, please, when I married my husband, I said to myself that I'll never divorce him. So tell yourself that this business, let it be for life. Amen. And I'm telling you the truth. I've been a nurse for more than 30 years. I've not acquired what Matilda has acquired in 2.5 years. Imagine 30 years I've been committed. I'm not like a wish-washy nurse. No, I've been committed. I've done all my learning. My heart, I work with my heart, not just because I need the money, but because I love people and I love helping people. But what have I gotten back? After more than 30 years of working, even when I retire, my pension is very, very little. It's something that Matilda has already made actually in the 2.5 years, which she has already made. That's what they'll pay me less. They'll pay me less. So why can't I grasp this opportunity that people are becoming millionaires in 5 years? People are becoming millionaires in 4 years. People are becoming millionaires in 6 years. What is 6 years? Why can't you be patient to wait? If you just speak to one customer, the customer gives you a negative response, then for 2 days, 3 days, you won't post anything. Why are you doing that? You need to be persistent. You need to be consistent. You need to be patient. You need to keep your why every time looking at your why. I'm always constantly looking at my why. When I imagine myself in my department at 50 years old, I'm standing in that heavy metal jacket. I work in a department where we use radiation. I have to wear a metal jacket from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. A metal jacket, and I'm standing because it's in theater. I can't even sit down to write notes. Then on top of that, I have to be on call the whole night after the whole day waking to look after those who are having heart attacks in the night. And then I get paid peanuts. And then there's this amazing business where I can just love people, genuinely love people. Life is so short. If we can extend our lives, if we can enjoy our lives having money doesn't answer everything, but money gives you options.
Yes.
It gives you options to do a lot of things and also to be a blessing. I always challenge people to say, you know what? During the times of Solomon, the Bible records that gold became as common as silver. And silver became as common as bronze. And that is a man of God. Why are you thinking that it is wrong for you to actually encourage people in business? Because of your position, maybe because you're a Christian. There's nothing wrong. During the times of Solomon, gold became as common as silver. Empower people so that even when they are bringing the tithes in, they are not starving. Sometimes people bring everything to church, just because they are committed to the church, then they remain with nothing. Let's empower one another. Let's be patient. Let's be consistent in this business. This business is a life changer. This business has been amazing to me and my family, and I'm still on that career break, enjoying the presence of my husband, enjoying the presence of my children, and having more time to worship God, having more time for my ministry. I'm just living the best life.
My goodness.
To encourage you, please do not give up on this business. Do not give up. That is my last word. Do not give up. Your patience will pay. Your labor, is not in vain. And those people are looking down on you. There'll be a time when they'll come and they'll be pleading to say, please let us be a part of this business.
Yes.
Let your testimony begin to speak for you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I can go on and on, but that is my heart. Honestly, it's amazing. But this opportunity is just a life changer. you won't get that promotion that you are waiting for all these years, because there's only one position at the top,
Yeah.
But this business, I'm a director, I'm a
Already?
director in this business, I'm telling you.
Already
I'm a director. I've not been a director in the 30 years I've been a nurse. There's only one hospital director up there, but I'm a director in this business. And I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. If I've done this in 1 year, becoming to be a director, in the next year, in the next 2 years, who knows where I'll get, as long as I'm here.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, you know what? I can just leave you and you can just give it, go into the chat and read what people are saying. It's just amazing. I don't know what you have taken, everyone who is here in the Zoom. I don't know what you've taken, but there's so many I've taken: patience, humbleness, consistency. There's one thing she said, you know what, we all have these talents, which I'll be talking about later. And this business has given us that talent, each and everyone who has ever signed up to this business, right? What are you doing with yours? Pastor is doing hers in her home. At the moment, just being a Q1MD, she is on a career break. You know what, this word just gives me like, oh, it's so posh. She has a career break because she said yes to this opportunity. If she didn't, and your daughter was sick, and you're dividing your attention, working, doing this, being a wife, being all that, what would she have done? This business has given us an opportunity to do so many things, but you have to be patient. You have to be that coachable. You never have to give up on this business. Thank you so much, Pastor. You know what? If you leave me to, I think I'll talk more than you. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time. I don't really take it for granted. You and Pastor Julius, I have a lot of respect for you guys. The moment, you know what, as I said, respect everybody you bring in the business. Respect everybody that you meet on your way. Genuinely love. Just give love as it is. Don't dilute it. You never know who you're going to meet along the way. Thank you so much, Pastor. I really do appreciate. I have Judith, okay? This woman I've looked up to. Remove from spotlight and let me bring, I've looked up to this woman for a very long time. And I think most of my team members will tell you this, because I normally talk about her most of the time, because she was taking some steps, and these steps I wanted to take too. Because of that, I had to follow her. There's so many things that she was doing. Your spotlighted says, so many things she was doing that I wanted to do. There's so many records she was breaking, and I was looking to do the same thing. Okay, you know what? When Nelly was speaking, she said something that if you don't have a business buddy, if you don't know somebody that you're looking up to, if you don't have somebody that you are thinking of becoming like, not saying you step in your shoes and you want to be, I want to be Judith. You can't be Judith. You can't be Matilda. But you're learning from this person, and then you put yourself in their situation. That is what I wanted to do. First person in this business I looked up to was Ego. Oh my God, first Nigerian, I want to be like her. And then along the line, I found Constance, and then I found Judith. I'm like, oh my God, where are these women coming from? What are the things that they are doing? So I followed them one by one. And then I realized one day, Sister Judith, she did IMD, EMD, and PMD in 3 months in a row. And I remember Nona sharing this in our group, and I can just look at her face like that for a very long time, thinking, oh my goodness, and you know what, when you're down there and you actually see the pay line that people need to do to become this, you're thinking, wow, I am never going to be able to do this. That's what I was thinking, but I had a goal. I wanted to follow her steps. Sister Judith, I don't want to I don't want to talk too much. It gives me, I get emotional, because this steps that you left there, you never know the impact that you are putting in people's lives until things like this come. The floor is yours. Please tell us.
Oh my God, Thank you for bringing me on. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm not here to dull your shine, but I am just amazed at the previous speakers. I've just been listening to Pastor Sheila. Pastor Sheila, before I step out, before I even say anything, you're coming to my Zoom straight up. And thank you, Bionic. Well done. It was just amazing listening to all these motivations, guys. Trust me, it's not easy to get these ladies out of their comfort zone, out of their resting period. Should I say that we are all on holiday for 1 week and we're having this motivational call? You need to appreciate it, I tell you. But before I say anything, thank you. I can see a lot of leaders on the call. Thank you so much for jumping on this amazing, what should I call it, motivational Zoom. Before I say anything, I like to use the chat box. My team who are here, I pressure everybody, use the chat box. Why? Because it keeps the flow going, right? Yes. So before I say anything, I want to know, what do you want out of this business? So use the chat box. Think about it before you write, right? What do you? There's a reason why you're here, right? So what do you want out of this business? Because if you have no aim, your target is going to be everywhere. Do you understand what I mean? If you're going to gun down something, you don't see anything to gun down. You're going to be shooting your gun everywhere to shoot at anything. So what do you want? Now I said financial stability. Financial stability. Okay, next. I would love to see. Let me open the chat box. I would like to see financial freedom. Financial independence, to help as many people as possible. Time, freedom, financial freedom. Keep writing. We are 500 and I need at least 200 comments. 200 comments, I'm going to wait. I know how to be patient. I'm going to wait. So keep writing because you have to own your business.
It's free. Wow.
If you don't own your business, there is no reason why you're on this call. I'm not afraid to say it. Maybe then I used to be afraid, but now the fear is gone because I defeated it. It is fear that kept me where I was. And if I defeated it, 500 of us are going to kick it out. You heard Pastor Sheila. If you will not divorce your husband, then don't divorce this business. What are you here for? Let's start with that. I would love to know. Keep writing. I like it. Homeowner. Wow, amazing. I like that. I want to help people. To know more about the business and get to the top. Amazing. Do you know one thing I've learned on my journey in this business? I learned if you how do they say, if you can't have if you have $1 million dream, right? You can't have a minimum wage habit.
No.
Mama, your nails. Oh, it broke. Sorry, Mama. Sorry. I have to sit down. Come and sit down with me. So I'm loving as my kids are coming in because I'm not discouraged. Why? Because they are the reason that kept me doing this business. You can't have $1 million dream. Sorry, Mama. It's cold now. You can't have that mentality and you come on board this business and you're doing little by little. You're just doing on Facebook those things. I'm not going to share my story. I'm not here to share a story. I'm here to tell you that anything that anybody is doing, you can do it. What is the difference with you and me? Sister Victoria, Pastor Sylvia, you're here. Sister Flo, Sister Sheila, you're here. Sister Stella, I can see you. What is the difference between me and you? You've got children. Some of us have got children. I have 3. Disturbing me, even this 2-year-old one that would never allow me to do a Zoom meeting. Once she hears Zoom meeting, she's there. She'll just start crying. I don't know why she cries. I'm on a live video, she's there, crying in the live video. But guess what? We keep going. What's stopping you? What is in this business that is so hard? Giving up 2 hours sleep. I heard Matilda say one day that when she remembered that she wanted to succeed in this business. Sharon, what is it? Sorry guys, please, just give me 1 minute.
This is what this is all about. See, what if you were at work? Who is going to be able to take care of this child screaming like this? Okay, so this is the reason why we're here. I see, what's her name? I see Joe. She said, my children are the reason why I'm here. My children are the reason why I'm here. And that is what's the reason why I am here too. My children, for me to have the opportunity to be with my children as many hours as possible. If I was working now, my salon was open and my husband was at work, at this time, the children are studying from home. There's no way I could be able to take care of them. I could be able to look after them whilst they are working. I am self-employed, so they fell on whatever it is. There's no way that I was going to be able to do this. There's no way I couldn't be able to do it. But you know what? Because of this business, we are here. Now that Sister Judith is coming, let me share this with you. You know, when we came into this business, I think I've shared this with some of you guys before. We all have been given a chance. And think of yourself as that person, you know, that Bible quote where talents were given out. You see, they were all given, some 1, some 5, some 10. They were given this, 3 people were given this talent, and they all took the talent. And some of them, one of the persons, she said, you know what, my manager, she's so mean. My upline, she's so mean. Everything that I sell, the sales go to her. So I'm not going to sell. Let me just sign up and relax and not do anything. Okay. So she didn't do anything. Took it, go and hide the talent. And then she went to sleep or whatever she went to do. Okay. He went to do. The second person was like, okay, let me just go and do something little with this. So she went and he started working on this thing. Okay, working on the 5 talents that he was given. And he started working and he was able to get something on top. And then the third person was like, oh my God, somebody can actually give you an opportunity where you don't have to stock any product, where they give you money for you to go and use it. Why don't I go and do what needs to be done? And he went to work with the 10 talents that he was given. Sis, you can carry on.
Guys, I know if my team is here, they already understand. Guys, I do this business with my child everywhere, live video, Zoom meeting. The business just has to keep going. When I started this business, I had, should I say, zero mentality. You know, some of you come in now and you already know where you want to get to. When I started the business, it was not like that. I had a 200 pounds mentality. 200 pounds was going to amount to 2,400 at the end of the month, at the end of the year. So it was huge. It was okay. It was okay because you come into the business, you hear people, and just like Sister Matilda said, you hear people earn this amount, and you're like, whenever I get there, I get there. You've got to kick. You see kicking out? You've got to kick out that mentality from your head. If I knew what I know now, when I came in the business, I would come in with a tiger mentality. Like if Matilda is there, whatever is there, I'll go there and get it. Just took my time for so long. And when somebody's telling me you did well, and I'm like, are you serious? People are coming in and doing it 6 months, 10 months. What is stopping you? Ask yourself, look at all the things that you have written out here. Everything that you've written out here. Do you think you're putting in the work to get this out of this business? Let's be honest with ourselves. Do you think you're putting it? Do you know there was a time in this business when I had only 2 hours sleep? You see the way we sleep throughout the night, 10 to 6? There was a time in this business I had 2 hours sleep. I'll see a girl on Messenger and I'll write her, I'll say, are you here? I'll see Constance. I'll tell her, you never sleep. And you know her word. Now, who sleep? 2 hours. I'm not joking. What am I doing? I am typing. I am looking for people. I am finding the people who work at night. Who do you want to connect to in this business? It's not about bringing and having 6,000 team. It's the quality of your business that takes you to the next level.
Yes.
Even if you hear all the time, the person who is going to take you from Partner Plus is not the same person that is going to take you to PMD. It is quality of people. But are you ready and willing to put the work in? What is the work to put in this job? Go on Facebook, do your live video. Go on Facebook, add new friends. Go on Facebook, make sure you're interacting with people, sis. Like, seriously, uncle, like, seriously, how hard is this? Which one do you prefer? The one in Obalende, those who are Nigerians, or the one in the market where we carry our food on the head, carry our children at the back, trek 200 kilometers to get to your shop, or stay in traffic for God knows how long before you get to your shop? Or do you prefer the one where you have a shop, you have to pay the rent, you have to manufacture the product, shipping that goods into the country, clear it, get sales girl, do inventory? Do you want that? This is what I saw in this business when I came in. Everything all packaged and delivered to me. The only thing I needed to do was just sit on the driver's seat and drive and navigate this business the way I like.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, see this thing like this. The moment you start to see this business like this, that this business has been, how do I say it? It's not a divorce, it's a betrothment now. It's now, it has been gifted to you. How are you going to now take this business now and turn it to your own? Copying is okay. What makes it stand out for you? Trust me, there is drama. Not everybody is going to like it the way you're doing it, but do it anyway. Because if you succeed, that is your story.
Mm-hmm.
Some people come in this business, they don't have a story. I came in this business, I had no story. Trust, ask Lina and Dagiri. Lina, I beg, what's the story? Ask her. That was the first time I ever had an interaction with her. Because I hear them say, story. What's the story? I didn't understand. I had to go and meet her. Please, what's this? So till tomorrow, I still don't have a story. I used to patch story because I don't know the story. If anybody was to be lazy, I would have been very lazy in this business. Let me tell you, not from a braggadocious point of view, but I would have been very lazy in this business. My husband was able, by God's grace, to acquire a 5-bedroom house. My husband was able at least to bring in food in this family. My husband was still able at least to buy me brand new cars. My husband was still able, at least his company was paying me. In terms of laziness, I would have been the laziest person. Ask Constance. I remember the day my husband bought a car. I drove it to her house. I was like, yeah, I'm not this business. I'm not doing it again. I beg. And she was like, see, they are giving you money. You are collecting dash. Which one are you going to give?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that I'm not a person? Is it that I'm not productive? Is it that I just came, got married, and forgot my dreams? Come on, guys. Have you forgotten what you wished for yourself? What about the house? Look at. I heard the days Matilda was talking about her grandmom. What of Uche? Anytime you mention your mom, she's crying. She wishes she can build her mom a mansion now. Look at Sister Sheila saying 30 years compared to how many months in this business. Don't waste your time doing something that is not going to profit you in the long run. Go outside there. Listen to your upline. You hear it all the time. There is no upline on this business that wants you to fail.
No.
It is the truth and the honest truth. If your upline, even if your upline is not talking to you, you see, your upline is in her bedroom praying for you. I'm telling you the truth. Even if you are not talking to your upline, I'm telling you the truth. Your upline is in her bedroom. I'm telling you, kabashing for you that you will succeed.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad this business is. That's how a family this business is. That's how a community this business is.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you to fail. You fail by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen. If your upline is not somebody you connect with, sweetheart, there is sideline. It's a sideline that Sister Matilda brought. See, make no excuses. We hear these excuses. Okay, oh, I don't know what. I got a call yesterday. My upline is dealing with me. She's this. I say, are people finished in the business? If you don't even know what to do, you're watching your upline. Maybe my upline. You guys know my upline, Constance. Do you think I can keep up? I try to keep up. I try to run. When I joined the business newly, hey, she say, everybody outside, Jojo. Hey, me, I'll run. Hey, I'm running. I almost killed myself. No, but it's a joke now, but I almost killed myself because I'm not like that.
You need a fire to follow Constance.
Hey, you have to be energetic to be like my upline.
Yeah.
I was nowhere to be found half that energy. Not like I didn't have energy, but my energy was in a different form. You start looking for people who attract, who matches your kind of personality. Maybe they are doing well in the business. That's when I found Ego. She was succeeding. She was pushing. I used to ask myself, what makes this girl want to keep going? She's always going. And then I have one upline who is always going. Everybody around me at that time, they were always going. And I'm like, am I the one that is as in, how do they call it? Where are my team? Am I the one that will come in dead last? Guys, am I the one that's going to come in dead last? Good. I was willing to survive. Ask Bionic. I met her was it Brighton convention? Was it Brighton? I don't know if it was Brighton or what's that convention? Liverpool.
Okay.
And we sat down. Guys, listen, this is a true life story. We sat down, we saw people going on stage. We saw people, and remember that I had stayed in NMD. For those who are the leaders, I've stayed in NMD 1 month. We're going 6 months. We're going 1 year. We're going a year and 2 months. Guys, I was swimming in NMD. Why was I swimming there for so long? I was rebuilding. Did I give up? I didn't give up. I just kept rebuilding. There was a no. Somebody told me if you could build from Partner Plus to NMD, you can build from NMD to PMD. Guys, I kept staying there. Did I cry? I cried. Did I stand? I stood. Did I look for people to ask, what are you doing? I did. There was no shame. Kill your pride. Your pride can never take you to the next level. Humility, if you don't have it, pray it in. Anything you pray, it will come to you. Any character you don't have, Pastor Sheila is here. Even if I'm not a pastor, anything you pray for, genuinely, it will come to you. Guys, I cried. I got lost in NMD. I got lost. But do you know what? I didn't anchor on people who were going to tell me, don't worry, now NMD, at least you try. I didn't anchor on people who would tell me, at least you tried NMD. I was talking to people who could tell me, Judith, move. You don't stay here too long. Move. The crow was crying, going to help me. Was crying, going to change my situation. You guys think about it. If you're stuck at some place in this business, maybe you've been Partner Plus for 2 months, 3 months, staying there and complaining. I'm not finding customer. Nobody is talking to me. All the customers gone. Ask me, has that moved you to the next level? No.
Oh.
Enter Facebook. The same people that you found that took you to Partner Plus, you'll find the new ones that will take you to senior partner, to sales coordinator. Everything you want to talk about in this business, I've experienced it. Did I come in this business and leave? I left the business. I used my 2 legs. I came back into the business. Why? Why, guys? Do you know why I came back? Because the business was moving on without me. I saw people that were SC with me go SSC, reconfirm SSC, claim their bonuses, and I knew that with or without me, Juice Plus will grow. I came back. But the time came in that NMD, all that weight. It was hard graph. How do they say it? Graphing. It was hard. I was building. I was looking for team members everywhere. They were coming in 1, 2. Was I recruiting? Sometimes I recruit 5, sometimes 10 guys. This week, some of them will come in. They don't want to do the business the way they came in. But it took me a year, almost a year and some months, I can't remember. But it was over a year to rebuild my team. So if you're stuck, trust me, it's not going to take 1 month. Don't think it's a quick fix.
No.
Not 1 month, it's not 3 months, it's not. Open your mind to that. It might take you 1 year. But when that time came, come May 2019, those promotions came flying in. Guys, they came flying in. The pay line was increasing. The pay line was duplicating. We hadn't even gotten to COVID yet.
No.
So if I can do it that time,
Yes.
why won't you do it now that there's COVID?
Mm-hmm.
People are at home now. Go on Facebook. The last thing I will say, because a lot of Sister Sheila has practically said everything that anybody will say. I'll just say to you in terms of the business, you are a leader once you're senior partner. Create little groups as much as you can handle and remember. Use groups. Groups is free of charge. Use them to your best ability. Use broadcast lists. Let me tell you what I do. When I recruit people 4 months, January to April, broadcast list, one broadcast list, and you see it January to April. The next quarter, I create another broadcast list. Why? Because I cannot reach everybody. And I might, how many of you forget your new recruits? I forget them all. I do forget them. Use your broadcast list. Make little groups. Once you are sales coordinator, please beg your upline on auntie, please. I want to invest 50 pounds in my business. What do you want to do? Make your own Zoom live video. I mean, how do they do it? Your own Zoom, pay for it, invest 50 pounds. It is what? Is it 16 pounds a month or something?
16, yeah, 16.
Guys, please, 50 pounds, invest 50 pounds. Just try it on that instrumental because you can deactivate it whenever you want. Please beg your upline. Tell them to let you go. The faster you can leave, you become an independent, because remember, you are an independent franchisee of this company.
Mm-hmm.
So beg your upline to let you, free you to fly, just to try and fail and stand up. You keep failing. But do you know what? When you fail, come to your upline, look again, check, go back, try and try till you can start leading your team yourself, because you are a leader, you are a CEO. Your upline also needs to grow her own new recruits. You need to learn. There's a reason why those people trusted you to come on board this business. The next thing I'm going to tell you again, grow your stories. Grow your stories. Who is here? You don't post on your stories every day. Sister Victoria, do you post on your stories? Post on your stories. Use your stories. Why? Because when you post on Facebook, you know what happens, right? If you think I'm lying, log onto your Facebook right now and check if you see anybody's post that is written 20 minutes ago. Log. I can't wait 1 minute. Go on your Facebook. Check, guys. Do you know what you will see? 1 day ago, 16 hours ago, 22 hours ago. Why are they not showing you the one that they just posted now so that you can like, you can comment, you can interact? Why are they? That is the same way people are viewing your own post if you are not active on Facebook. So stop changing yourself. Go on Facebook and talk, how to say it? Like, love, comment, use GIF, comment on people's posts, for heaven's sakes. This is a relationship business. You cannot just comment on 10 people's posts when you have 2,000 people. If you don't know what to do, open friends list, start from A and start commenting on everybody's posts. It's not hard. Rather than stay on Instagram and stay on Gist Lover, you know that woman they call Gist Lover, you can stay on her page for like 4 hours where you're trying to follow up on the gist that's happening nationwide. Rather than do that, please, it takes 2 hours. Remember that if you work full time, there is no job that you work for 2 hours. Sorry. There is no job that you work for 2 hours. Most jobs are 8 to 14 hours, right? Give your own business 2 hours. It doesn't matter if you spread it. Use your story a lot. Why do I encourage people to use their stories? Because that's where you get 1,000 views. 1,000 views. Your Facebook posts, use it. I call the Facebook an awareness creator. To go on live, shout, even nobody viewed your live video, stay there, because then you go into your story and your messenger to make them do what? Go to your Facebook and view who you are. What's the face that has this name? Who is this person? You heard Bionic say your story. Sweetheart, see, let me not lie. I did not know anything about story. I didn't even know how to tell a story. I am not comfortable in telling a story. Everybody has a story. It doesn't have to be a story that is related to this business. It could just be any story in your life.
Yes.
Say it in a way that can connect you to people. That's all a story is. People think that your story has to be that, okay, well, before I came into this business, this is where I was. Your story can be anything. If you don't now know how to put it together, sweetheart, there's a mirror, there's a big mirror in your house. Stand there. Start with 1, 2, 3. How does it sound to you? Just keep practicing.
Again.
Keep practicing, guys. Nobody's ever perfect in this business. As I am like this, if I see Matilda Slim, trust me, I'm somewhere. She will say that, and she said, Sajidit, I see you. I said, I see you. I tell you guys, please, this journey we are on is a life-changing. If you haven't even seen anything, at least you can actually see Lena has bought a house. Constance, at least these ones are the ones that are showing you on Facebook. Imagine the ones others are not showing you.
Yes.
The people who don't like to post things on Facebook, but imagine the ones others are not showing you. The ones that you see, is it connecting with your own future? Matilda has told you something about a vision board. Sometimes it looks like it's a very difficult thing. It's not a difficult thing. Take a pen and a paper. As simple as this. Just write. You don't have to know what you want in the future. Some people don't know. I don't assume that everybody understands. Just write 2, 3 things you want to acquire for yourself. Maybe your children. Some people say they came in this business to bless others. Write it. If it's to build somebody a flat, or build somebody a home, or train somebody in school, write it down. Every time you see it, it will push you to work.
Yes.
It will push you to work. Be like Matilda, who is sticking it out. Done. I'm telling you, everybody is saying it all the time. Imagine vision boards that you think you can't reach. Guys, anything you put your mind into is absolutely achievable. So what do I say? The last thing I'm going to say is, if you love anybody in this business, you admire, some of you are here, you admire Matilda, you can never go to her. You're just sitting down there saying, let me tell you, things don't work that way. If you see somebody, you love the way they do their things, please reach out. They might ignore you the first time. Don't badmouth them. They have their own issues. Yes. They have things that they are doing. But still, have faith. Reach out. They don't answer. Reach out again. Be like that woman in the Bible who kept knocking on that door. One day, that door will open.
Yes.
Reach out to her. If it's Sister Sheila, you like the way she talks. You see the way I just went, I've already knocked on the door. I don't used to waste my own time. I don't wait till tomorrow. Knock on their doors. Because one thing I loved in the beginning, I started this business that worked for me was whatever you like, whatever you see and you admire with this your eyes, you will see it, you start attracting it to yourself. Yeah. But it has to come from a genuine place.
Yes.
This lane, you see this lane of this business is for all of us. Take your place. If you want to get to the top, depends on you. Start practicing now. Thank you so much for having me on this call.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how you feel now. You know what? We can listen to you. We can listen to more. We can hear more. But you know what? I like it when we say that, you can hear everything that you need to hear. When we call the leaders on like this, doesn't matter whether leaders or, new recruits, whatever. Everybody will come and tell you what they're doing and what they have done and where they are going and where they have been. It is up to you as a person to now take what Sister Judith have said now, okay, and take it with you and do something with it. You see, it's not just about coming here and listening. I mean, for the motivation, if it's just about listening, we've had so many. Everybody, I mean, I know Sister Judith is doing like a whole everyday motivations and people are listening to it. What do you do with the motivations when you hear it? What have you been doing? Where are you? Where are you going? Where have you been? What do you want to be in the next 2-3 years to come? Where do you want to be? You see somebody and you admire them. You know what? One thing that I've noticed that when you see something and you like it and you admire it and you have a good heart, you attract it, as Sister Judith have just said. But you know what? The moment you feel jealousy, you repel that thing. The moment you feel a little bit of jealousy, oh my God, look at her now. You repel, because the law of attraction, God's word, all that is there is that if you see it and you admire it and you like it and you're happy for the person, the possibility that you can also get it is very huge. But the moment you start, oh my God, people say you're dirty money. You see, the moment you say that money is dirty, why should it come to you? So you should take what you have learned here today. Please go and do something with it. We have all been given talents. We have all been given a chance. We have all been given equal opportunity. That's the best thing about this business. What you do with yours is your responsibility. What I do with mine is my responsibility. I admired so many people, and I'm telling you, I was happy for them. And this admiration has really done something in me. Everything that you hear, go and do something little about it and see if something will not happen. Yeah, every day we come to Zoom, power hour, go and chat, go and chat. My dear, there's something in that chatting. That is what we have been doing. That's what they have been doing. That is what is helping. You've heard a lot today. It's past. I told you 1.5 hours we're going to finish. Sister Judith, you've crowned it so well. And you know what? Go and do something with the talent that you were given. Go and do something with the opportunity that we were given. Go and do something. Don't think that, oh, my upline is going to take it. So why? And that's why they're saying, go and sell, go and sell, go and sell. My dear, when we get our pay, we don't give it to our upline. You see, I stay in my room, I earn a commission, and sometimes I'll call Nona and I'll be on the phone. She is so tearful, she will be tearful, she's crying. I'm crying because she has taught me something and I took it. What are you doing with the talent you've been given? Are you going to hide it because your upline is going to reap? Are you? What are you doing about your downlines? Are you giving them what needs to be given? Are you actually contributing to the success that is coming into the team? Go out there. Let us start rebuilding. If you have not seen the topic for the whole week session, it is arise again. You are here to rise again. Some of us, we have been, we've been all over the place. Other businesses are taking over. We're doing this, we're doing this. But you know what? Rise again. Get up again and start working and see if it will not work. Get up again and start doing something that you've been thought before that you've not been able to get the chance to do. I'm so glad that Sister Judith touched on the vision board. I'll tell you a little bit more about what vision board has done for me. I'm sure at some point my husband was thinking maybe I was crazy. Why? Because I had my vision board. It is where I can see it on a daily basis. I sleep in the night and I'll see it. I wake up in the morning and I will see it. I have all of the outline down and I'm doing it one by one. I see it and I take it off. I do it and I take it off. I do it and I take it off. And I'll tell you one thing that I didn't know, that I didn't do much about. It was the claps. I didn't understand the claps very well from the beginning. So when I was doing the positions, I did not actually put the claps down. So yeah, the claps were coming in because the business was growing, but I didn't do much about it. And I can tell you that until I understood that, that was not on my vision board. Because of that, it got to a point where I think I'm lacking on the claps. That is the outcome of a vision board. I was concentrating on the positions, but what I concentrated on, I got it. Now I'm rebuilding the claps. What are you doing? Do your vision board. It's very important. Every leader who will sit here will tell you about the vision board. Do you not think that something comes out of that's the reason why we're here? Don't you think that is doing something for people? That's the reason why they keep saying it. The good thing about this business is people come on and they pour their hearts out to you, to us, so we can all take it and go and do it. Do something with your talent. Do something with the opportunity that you have been given. Sister Charity will say, the last thing that I would want to do in this business is quitting. And there's a confirmation today. Pastor Sheila said, when I got married to my husband, I told him that I would never divorce him. You see, when you use the word, I will never, quitting is not, it's not, it doesn't come to play. It doesn't at all because you have said, I will never do this. If you want to succeed in this business, take quitting out of it. And Uche said something that I really want to hit on. She said, when we met in Edinburgh, at that time, she had given her attention to something else. Because of that, her focus on the business went down. What are you putting your attention on? What are you putting your attention on? Quitting is not in my dictionary. Yes, that's what the Charity is saying. Yeah. If you've put on the brake, please release it and fly. You can fly as high as you can. We have been given a talent. I am doing mine. Go and do yours. Let us all rise again and start doing what this business requires us to do. You know very well that this business will pay you if you pay its attention. If you give it attention, it will pay you. We have a lot of people are earning millions in this business. People are earning thousands. What I never dreamed of earning, I am earning in this business. I never thought I would ever work in this country and get paid over £2,000 in a month. Never. But this business has made it possible. Don't sit on your business. Don't divide your attention. Concentrate on this business if you want a future in the business. Everything that anybody has done in this business, if you give it attention, you will be able to achieve the same and more. You'll be able to achieve the same. Find a mentor. Find somebody, go to them, ask them, sis, how do you do it? Go to your upline. I always say that if you come to this meeting, one thing that somebody said that I really, really resonated with me is, you know, when you come into this Zooms or you go and study something, you learn something, the best thing that you want to do is to teach your downlines to do the same thing. Why? Because you are there. See, when I become successful, I do it for my upline and myself, not for my downline. So if you're here and you have downlines who are missing, you have downlines because they are not listening, I'm not talking to them anymore, you are actually doing yourself something really bad. Why? Because what they do comes to you. So if you have any good training, please be a good leader and pass it on to your downlines. That is what you need to do, because if I become successful, it goes to my upline. If my downlines become successful, it comes to me. So in this business, we have to work together as a team. What kind of a leader are you? What kind of a leader are you? Let's start doing the things that we say we want to do. This business really pays. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. Let me put it on gallery so I can see everyone. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on, everyone. I really do appreciate your time. My speakers, oh my God, Sister Judith, I don't know what I could have done without you coming on today. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. You have a huge team to look after, but you're here today to inspire us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor Sheila. Oh my goodness. You know what? Since I heard you the first time, I knew there's something that you really have to give to somebody. And I am so glad that you're able to come on today and share your story with us. Thank you so much. I'm really, really inspired. I have a lot of things that I'm putting on down here. I've told you before, if you did not bring your book to write something down, my dear, I don't know what you're doing here, because you need to put something down so you can revisit. Yeah, see, you have this one that I have. When I am stuck, I go, I pick it up, and I go and try it. Everything that everybody teaches. For me, I go, I use it, I try it for 2 weeks. If it doesn't work, I ditch it and I look for another one. What if you didn't write it down? What would you go and visit? See, so you need to have something written down. I have my notebook. I think it's going to be full until this meeting is finished. We are going to be here the same. Uche, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. So, you know what? There's one thing that leaders and the people in this business have done, and I am really, really surprised because I've never done something where I need to call everybody, people that I don't know, we know in the business, and I've gone to everybody. None of them said no. I don't know for whatever reason. Oh, okay, what day can I come on? And that is the sisterhood, that is the community that we are building here. If you need somebody, knock on their door, go to them. They may be busy. That's one thing I like about my fellow Nigerians. If a Nigerian lady said, I want to do live video with you, my dear, you better get ready. Hey, tomorrow she is there. Sister Matoda, I told you we'll do a live video. I haven't heard from you. Tomorrow, the other Sister Matoda, I'm waiting for your time. And Sister Matoda, I'm here. They will be on your case until you do that live video. And you know what? If you keep banging on that door, even the Bible says, keep knocking and it shall be given to you. So keep knocking. Even if you come to my thing and say, Sister Matoda, you're sitting there saying that I contacted you and you didn't say anything. You contacted me once, so somebody has been banging on the door for 8 weeks. What should I do? I will answer that person before you. So keep banging on it. You never know. That person, that day that you will get them, it will change your business. Thank you so much, Uche, for the time that you've given to us. Thank you, all the leaders, for everything that, you know what, lots of people have put in a lot in this business and in this thing that we've put in together. Thank you all. Get ready, because I've been knocking on my door. All my speakers is not finished. You have a whole week, 6 days to go. We're finishing on Saturday. So when I knock on your door, you better say yes. So it doesn't matter what level that you're in, and I'll be knocking on it. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I'm going to unmute all of you, all of us, so we can. I've seen somebody's hand up. Okay, so we are all muted. We are all unmuted, so we can say our goodbyes. Thank you so much, leaders. If you're there, get ready. I'm
Thank
coming.
you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Bosso.
Thank you, Boss
Very
Lady.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Anytime, you're amazing.
Please don't
Thank
forget.
you. God bless.
Thank you. Don't forget, we're going to be here
Thank
again.
you. Bye.
Thank
God bless
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. We are here the same time tomorrow. We're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow for the rest of the week until Saturday. And we have mystery speakers on Saturday. Don't miss any of this. It will help you. Thank you so much. I love you all for coming on. You come in your numbers. Thank you all. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Mr.
Thank you
Matuda.
all. God bless you all. Thank you.